Hi, welcome back to Tea with Sarah. Today I have Nadiya Fernando with me. Nadia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Nadia and I'm a makeup artist by profession. So I do regular makeup and also I'm a permanent makeup artist and a hairdresser. I own a salon called the Wax Museum, which is at the Lanka building in Colombo, Sri Lanka.
Great. So, do you mind talking about your past? Like how you started your journey, what happened?
I don't. So I am born into a Muslim community. I wouldn't, compared to most Muslim communities around the world, it wasn't the most conservative. However, for me, it was restrictive. I did go to the best schools, I had an education, but I was also at the same time told that my education was only to come in use in case my husband passed on me or divorced me or something like that.
Oh.
So it was there was a little bit of a hypocrisy there. I'm not blaming anyone for it. I guess parents also do the best that they can, but it wasn't for me. I got married at 19 because my parents, it was a proposal. It was.
Were you forced?
Well, I don't like to use the word forced because I feel that it'll be a little bit unfair on my ex-husband to say that. But it was expected and I did it. And when I was 26, I had a son at 23. When I was 26, I decided that I was going to do what I want to do, and to do that, unfortunately, I had to leave behind my life.
Which means you had to...
I had to divorce my husband, I had to leave my family. I was pretty much disowned. But things, that was a while back. Things are coming back now. Slowly integrating back into that society. When I say that society, I mean my community. However, on my terms. And well, that's my history.
So, are you in touch with your parents right now?
My mom's passed on, unfortunately.
I'm sorry about it.
Yeah, thank you. She died 5 years ago. Am I in touch with my immediate family? No, I'm not. But as for my extended family, which means my cousins and some of my uncles and aunts, yes, I am in touch with them, and I'm slowly integrating back into that community. You know how it is. People, I have moved away from it. I dress a certain way. I'm on Instagram. I'm not the typical Muslim. So I guess even for that community, they feel like if we encourage this with one girl, all our other girls are going to be the
I am from
suit. So there's that kind of So I don't blame anyone for it. It's my choice. I'm happy with my choice because I get to live the life that I want to live on my terms, and I've achieved what I want to achieve.
I am really proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you're a very successful person, right? So, and you look good. You look after yourself, and you love yourself, obviously,
I do.
and which is very important. But nowadays, most of us women, okay, we let go of ourselves. Like we don't look after ourselves properly. Do you have a piece of advice to to them? Like,
I think traditionally, a woman's role is to put family and society and everything else in front of them. It's almost ingrained in us, and so we do that. However, I think it's about changing your mindset and kind of trying to put yourself first. And it's not selfish to put yourself first. If you're happy, then your children will be happy, your husband will be happy, your society. I mean, you are going to spread that happiness. If you're an unhappy person, other people around you can feel that energy, and you spread that unhappiness onto them as well.
true.
And then you become, can I say bitchy?
No problem. You can.
No, you
Yeah.
do. You become that. You become the gossiper,
Grumpy.
the grumpy person
Yeah.
who's always complaining about everything.
True.
So you need to put yourself first. You need to feel good about the person you are, so you can make you can spread that to everybody around you.
Okay, now you're a successful person, right? Fine. But before you became successful, your journey,
Yeah.
did you face any difficulties
Absolutely.
because you're a divorced woman?
Getting divorced in itself was very difficult. The court system does not you don't accept it.
You call it the
Society doesn't.
Qazi courts, right?
Well, I had to go through the Qazi court. Yes, I had to also go through the High Court because of because of my child custody case. I feel that there's a lot of chauvinism, which I had to deal with, and it was very hard. Society itself, people, including my friends, people who are close to me now, even at that time, wanted to stay away in the sense they didn't want to get involved. I don't blame, again, there's no blame game going on here. I'm just saying that these are things that happen for whatever reason it happens. So I was left to 2 or 3 very, very close people who helped me through it. And you do realize at that time who's there for you and who's not. People today, maybe because of the success that I have earned for myself, and they want to associate with me and all of those things. But there was a time all of those people would look the other way, or thought I would fail, or
Expected you to fail.
maybe I can't think for somebody else, but it certainly felt that way to me.
We all have made mistakes in our life in the past. So would you like to tell us about your biggest mistake that you have ever made in your life?
I'm not entirely sure if I can pinpoint and say what my biggest mistake was. I definitely have made a lot of mistakes. I'm not a saint by any means.
Same here.
But again, I don't like looking at things as mistakes. I feel like they're learning experiences. They're experiences in life. And how do you live a life without a mistake or without achieving something? Or how do you put a life together? How do you put a story together?
True, very true.
So I don't dwell on the past or mistakes or achievements or anything like that. Everything's a learning experience to become better.
True. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
Jesus.
I know, right? Everybody laughs at that question.
Oh, I'm weird.
I told you I can't put a rate for my weirdness.
Yeah, I'm weird. What kind of weird things do I do?
So I assume that you're above 10.
Yeah, it's off the scale. One weird thing I do is that I could have a whole jar of chili paste by myself in one sitting. Yes.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the consequences of it is not great. Probably not TV appropriate.
Yeah, oh my god, okay.
Yes.
I'm speechless. Thank you. I'm speechless on my show. Okay.
Yes, so that's one. I suppose that's probably high up there on my weird list, but then there's so many more.
What does your husband say about it?
He's banned me from eating chili paste, but he finds it hard to keep me in check.
What's beauty?
There's beauty in everything. I don't find. There was a time where I used to get like creeped out by certain things, especially when I moved into my husband's house. So the house is very open. So it's like a Angela Angel had built that house, so it's like a very open concept house. So I used to find all these snakes inside my house once in a while.
Wow.
Yeah, and freak out and get my driver to come and kill it. And
Now?
since of late, I see them once in a while.
You're okay with them? Have you named them?
I haven't named them because there are too many of them. Once I was coming out of the toilet from downstairs and one, just like a little baby one, wrapped itself around my leg. So this was the turning point. I was opening the door, so even the toilets are open concept, so creatures can come in. So I was coming out of the door and this little tiny snake wrapped itself around my ankle, and I freaked out and it freaked out and I was screaming, and my husband came running and he killed it, and that was the turning point of my life with regards to, I guess, animals and what's beautiful and what's not. I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, it's not a snake's fault, it's a snake.
True.
Or whether it's not its fault, it looks that way. So it changed me. It's a small, tiny little moment, but it changed me. Now I have a very, very different approach to things. I don't look at things and say, oh, that's ugly, or I think if you want to, you can find beauty in anything and everything.
What 3 makeup items should no woman leave home without?
For me, although I'm a makeup artist, I don't wear makeup all the time. I do when I do as a, if I'm going out at night or if I'm going for an event and I feel like it completes my outfit, then I'll definitely do it. I'll do it for the cameras, of course. However, I don't wear makeup on a regular basis, and however, I do carry my lip balm because Sri Lanka is a very, it's a very humid, hot weather and lips tend to crack. And an eye cream, and that's about it. Lip balm and eye cream. Under eye cream because I have very dark circles under my eyes. Those are the 2 things that I use. As for what any other woman should use, I don't know. I can't answer that.
All right. So, to a woman who wants to be successful in life, say just like you, if you could offer a piece of advice, what would it be?
Have a goal and stick to that goal. Make a plan and stick to that plan. don't let anything negative come in your way and stop you.
How do you motivate yourself and stay motivated?
I have a vision and I stick to it, and that motivates me to go forward.
Another interesting question. Okay, probably you'll laugh. What do you think of men?
What do I think of men? I don't know. I guess the same as snakes, they can't help being themselves. So currently we have a situation where there's a lot of female empowerment going on, which is necessary. I'm not against it. However, and I do think of myself as a feminist, but what I don't like is the concept of feminazis. We tend to blame men for a lot of things and demonize them as well. And I think that needs to now be addressed, because as much as women were grown up in this society, men too did grow up in the same society. They were taught the things that they seem to think that are normal, and what we think aren't. So I think it's time to address that and give our men the opportunity as well. They need education as well. They need a voice as well. They need to be re-educated. So that's what I think of them. They shouldn't be the monster. They shouldn't be the enemy. They shouldn't feel like a increase of a woman's rights means a decrease of a man's rights.
True.
They should be made to feel that, look, we're all equal. Maybe our roles are going to change because of it, but it's okay.
What's your superpower?
I'm Wonder Woman.
You got me. You did. You most definitely did.
I'm exposed.
If you are to describe you in one word.
Crazy.
Good. Me too. In the few minutes that you have been talking with me, what are your impressions of me?
Well, I think what you're doing is amazing. You've only been doing this for a month, but you're bringing out, again, I don't like that word empowerment. However, you're bringing out issues, talking to real women, and understanding their deeper meaning. And I think a lot of girls need to hear that. I think a lot of girls need to hear the story behind the person. And you putting this together is very impressive to me.
Thank you. Have you ever felt lonely, or have you dealt with depression?
I have not dealt with clinical depression, or not been diagnosed as being depressed. However, there are times that I do feel like I am depressed. I would lock myself in my room and I'll just need my time off to just listen to my music and just be away from everything else, put my phone on silent.
Chocolate?
Not chocolate. Chocolate is not my thing.
Oh. Oh, you broke my heart.
Chili pasties.
Oh no.
So that has happened to me, and I'm sure it's going to happen multiple number of times in the future. And yes, I do feel lonely. Sometimes it gets very lonely. But I feel like everybody feels that. Sometimes even if I'm in a room with 1,000 people, I would still feel lonely. So I would, just maybe it's the trust factor. Maybe it's just because I've been hurt in the past. I know during the most crucial time in my life, I didn't have anybody. So I am working with that trust. I feel a lot of times that again, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying that the hurt that comes from that time makes me not trust everybody. So I could be with 1,000 people and still feel like, yes, I'm alone. So yeah, it's something that I do deal with.
If you are to give me a piece of advice.
So I've given this advice a lot, but I think it's crucial. Someone once told me that when someone is speaking, hear them so that you can understand them, whether you agree with them or not. Because while they're talking, if you're already formulating an answer in your head to answer that, then you're not allowing yourself to grow, you're not allowing yourself to understand, and you're not allowing yourself to learn pretty much.
What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote, is there like Google somewhere? Where's Google when you need it?
The Google Lord.
I don't know, man. I don't think I have one.
You don't have one?
No.
It was so nice talking to you, Nadia. Very entertaining. And I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for talking to me. I love sharing my story with you.
Thank you.